Ohayo! My name is Minamitoku and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Part 4. Now, last time we created our second poem and I guess we're ready to read this time. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. Oh, the piano you mean? I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Better. That's better. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. She is fast, good gosh. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Again. Minato! Minato! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks and stuff. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Minato to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. So Monica wanted to go with us then. But she didn't pop up until now in those poem things. Ready, Minato? Yep, let's go. The dream team is about to go. To find some poster paper and markers and glue sticks and stuff. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori! What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Minato, you're not thinking about the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now I look in every direction. The once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. That's your favorite poem, Sayori? Murdering flowers? What? Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. It just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, that's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Minato, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? So you just go into a classroom and take some random stuff? Didn't know how that's how it works there. It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. Well, I guess she has changed, like, for you in a certain way, because you didn't know her club self. And yeah, she's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. But why does she like words like depression and stuff in the poems? And what was that flower killing poem about? Something's going on. Something's going on, definitely. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. Also, are we supposed to date Sayori first then? As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Aww, poor Minato. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we'll still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine, fine. Now at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead against and right into the shelf. Ow! That hurts. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Oh, good gosh. Are we getting a close-up of that too? Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. You pulled her out of the closet like that? But you... How? Wouldn't you be the other way around then? No. And we get another close-up as well. Did her boobs grow in size? I mean, in a normal thing, she has fairly decent breasts. And now it's like hanging all over the place. Good gosh. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Minato, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even when wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Just leaving her there? I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Again, this great view. And some nice music this time. I like that. Well, the music, not the view, of course. She has one palm on her forehead and it's using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Oh, it's here now. And she's smiling. Look at that. Ah, it's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. You shouldn't drink! Put it on your forehead. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How can you forget? How hard did how hard did you hit your head? Sayori placed the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Minato. It kind of reminds me... This kind of reminds you... What? Why would you say that? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fall behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Minato, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Ooh. I guess we got ourselves a couple here. After years and years and years, they finally realized what they were up to. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Minato, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. And everything's back to normal. Great. Also, see, her chest got bigger from the top-down view for some reason. I don't know how that works. Maybe she's got some inflatables under there, like those you use for when you jump into a pool of water. Then you have those floaties and stuff. Maybe she has some of those under there. You never know what she's hiding under a blazer. Sayori hops to her feet. Ow. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead? She's fine. Don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Yay! How can you be so happy about that? Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right... Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Minato. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Not that they spill out anymore. So, Andrew told me that it probably doesn't really matter in which order we share our poems, so let's just go top down. Minato, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Dear Sayori? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, better not burn the house down. Like, Papyrus and Undyne. Let's not do that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. On the forehead! Thunk! Just to keep her unicorn thing... Hey! I'm not a kid, you know? You sure about that? Maybe? Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Minato, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Ooh, Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap! I broke my pencil. Sayori, you're a clumsy mess. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I mean, I would describe myself as clumsy, but this one is another story. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Like balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. I hope they don't. There you go. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in charts all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wait, do you feel lonely? I mean, with your imaginary friends and then you give them bottles and they just fall to the floor? But it started so happy. Sayori, what's wrong with you? Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. I didn't tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Really? I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even if it even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. 1 down, 3 more to come. Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Whew. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type? All of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Ah, whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. Well, I like spiders too, but only a certain kind. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me back up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What a weird poem. But I like this reoccurring line. That's why I'm not friends with her. A little bit harsh, but I would say it's pretty good. But like from a preschooler or something. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Yep, you don't like Amy. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant shirk. Yep. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of. Or think less of you. But that's just make people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Let's keep... Do you have anything to hide there? Maybe? Oh, well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's good a message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I hope so. Yuri. I guess she should like it too. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Minato. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. So, let's see. Oh, those get all longer. The raccoon. It happened in the that of... I can barely read her handwriting. It's beautiful though, but it's hard to read sometimes. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of raccoons outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The head, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic... What? Classic what? Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. And I feed myself again. Yeah, her handwriting is kind of hard to read, for me at least. So, is she like referring to her and Minato? Or what? Well, she's also explaining stuff in her poem, which is interesting to say the least. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. What? Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. It sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I say that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Yay! And the last one, it's Monica's. What do you have for us? Hi again, Minato. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going too bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Nah, I wouldn't count on that, no. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave it to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it, maybe? Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just, well... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Well, you don't pop up in the poem screen, so maybe you are? Ah, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Oh no, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look then. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grunting waveforms, speaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Save me? Load me? Monica? Hi there? I mean, I've seen the game theorists like theory on this. And I know what's eventually going to happen, but I won't spoil anything, by the way. But this is just weird. I didn't expect this at all. Nope. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way you write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Yep, that's also an art form with poems. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. That's right. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? So you like the tutorial here? Monica is tutorial? Maybe? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whoa, that was meta as heck. So, you know that you're in a game then? Or you don't? Or whatever. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, let's see what happens next. I'm quite... How do I put this? I'm quite excited for what's to come. Because like, this is one of the first hints that something's going on in the background. Also with Sayori and stuff. So yeah, I guess we will see what happens next. So thanks everybody so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay true to yourselves.